A couple of weeks ago now, Budget Direct released an ad where they introduced the NRL community to Guy, the random South Sky they talk about. And if you don't know about the whole meme of the random South Sky, it's basically a guy in a South Sydney Rabbitohs jersey being spotted in the most random events. Sports events in America, you got WrestleManias, just in places where you don't expect to see him. And as I said at the start, Budget Direct had their own character, which wears this specific jersey, which has random South Sky on the front, and he is not super popular with the internet and the NRL community space at the moment. So today I'm going to talk all about that. Maybe disagree and agree with some people's opinions, just go through all the stuff he's doing, and just mainly at the end, decide, is this going to be a failure or will it somehow be a success? Because with the idea you have with the random South Sky, it could definitely be, but there's a lot to improve. So let's get into this. So we're going to call him Guy because that's how they called him in the ad. He's just Guy who works at Budget Direct. And we're just going to get into the main problems. And honestly, the main problem is, which everyone agrees on, is he is not random at all. Except for the jersey he wears that says the random South Sky on the front. He just goes to every single Souths game at the moment, which is completely against the point. The point is he is supposed to be random in places where you wouldn't expect him to be. They even mention that in the advert. He's in places where you don't expect him to be. But then the whole thing since that is that he's just been at Souths games. And all he's really doing is just being a knockoff Winston Neville, going around asking people questions, saying, oh, who do you think's going to win? That, and they're all just Souths fans. They're all just going to say South Sydney going to win anyway. He's not really doing much. For a random South Sky, Budget Direct, you need to send him to many different places. If that's other teams' home games which don't involve the Souths at all, you could have sent him to maybe the World Cup. I know it's expensive, Budget Direct. Send him to the World Cup final or something in the future. Send him to some American sport. Send him to some wrestling. Send him to some F1. Send him to something that you just wouldn't expect him to be at. And it could be perfect. Imagine you're looking out for this guy and you see this guy in a random event. And you, as an NRL fan, you'd kind of know his face. It will work. I think, personally, if they did something like that, it'd be really cool and it would work. But that's not what they're doing at the moment. And I can mention it again and again and again. He's just at Souths games interviewing people. He is not random. He is just a normal person there. He's no different to anyone else there who's also supporting the Souths. Except for the tragic haircut he has. It is atrocious. To be honest, probably, I don't want to talk too much about, oh, was he the right guy to give it? Because I don't really care about that. I think it's more about the execution than who they picked to be the random Souths guy. He kind of looks like someone you'd see at a Souths game anyway. So, you know, he kind of fits the part from looking at it. He definitely got the, up the bunnies. I'll play that. Up the bunnies! See, you know, he sounds perfect. He sounds great for it. But it's just more on the execution is where there are problems. So, also something I want to look at right now, if you go onto the YouTube channel, he's called a random South Guy. So, in the adverts, they call him, he is the random South Guy. With the screenshot over here, it says, he is your random South Guy. He is your random South Guy. But when they show it on the channels, on the Instagrams and all that, he is a random South Guy. And this is where the problem that Budget Direct need to make a choice. I don't think he should be the random South Guy because that's the whole thing. It's just many different people. It's not one person. We all know it's not one person. You just see a guy in a South Sydney shirt, he is the random South Guy for that. You know, it's not just one guy going to every single place. Because there are so many people who all kind of build up into this one character. And that's why they could do something like that. That could work. But I think a random South Guy is probably, seems like a safer choice. Probably also a choice because they probably weren't able to even get the random South Guy. So they went with a random South Guy. Which makes more sense. You know, he is not the, he is a. Because there are, you know, so many here. But 152 subscribers is dreadful. I have more than that, and I'm not getting paid by Budget Direct. Here's 3 videos right now. 3 videos. You got the trailer. You got one where he was at, guess what, a Rabbitohs home game. And another where he was at the Rabbitohs home game. And guess how many views each one of them got? 110k views. 228k views. 272k views. This is ridiculous. I didn't even see the NRL put this own official YouTube account pulling these numbers. And the random South guy is pulling these numbers. But he still has 152 subscribers. And if you, let's quickly look at the like ratio. 39 likes. Comments turned off. 39 likes on a video with 110k views. That's the trailer. And it has 39 likes. I, on a good day, can probably pull more than 39 likes. If I'm lucky. But this guy has 110k views. Does that not just show the internet maybe are not so much of a fan of our random Souths guy? And it kind of shows, you know, poor guy is not going to be very successful at the moment. Because they're not doing anything with him. It's just a Souths guy, not a random one. You look at the Instagram, you look at the TikTok, they both have around 2,000 followers, and you see the views, all of them. You got hundreds, and the newest one on the TikTok, 458.1k views. This is incredible. The amount of views he's pulling in is ridiculous. And he only has 2,000 followers. The final thing I want to talk about is random Souths guy Anthony Bashar. Sorry, I think I probably mispronounced that. He is a guy who I've seen across the internet a little bit. He's an NRL Character. 22.6k followers on Instagram. So that's a lot more than Guy. And he's called the random Souths guy. And this is... And I remember seeing a video of his. And he was like, oh, I went, you know, for this role. I didn't get it. Not super mad about it. I can't really remember exactly. But I just wanted to point this out because Budget Direct now have gone with it. And you'd think, maybe choose the guy. Nothing wrong with Guy. But maybe choose Anthony here, who is also, you know, he has this whole account. It kind of just makes more sense. And it can bring a lot more for you, Budget Direct. I think there might be a reason why they didn't pick him. I think maybe, you know, if you're social media following and all that, they can't Budget Direct, and so they might be unsure if he's going to really, you know, work with them very well. Because, you know, Guy, we don't know any of this actual actor's, like, I don't even know you can call him an actor, but his actual account. All we're getting is this account made by Budget Direct, where Guy, because I don't know his actual name, you can search it up. Guy is not having any creative involvement, it seems like. Well, if you did it with a creator here, it would, they would want creative involvement, but I don't think they would get it. So that would probably be one of the reasons why. But I'll finish off saying, Budget Direct just need to do something simple. Send him to the Mumbai slums. I don't care. Send him in a place where he's not supposed to be. And you know what? And don't... Also, what's important is now Guys came in to be the random Souths guy, Budget Direct like to call him, the random Souths guy. Don't take it away from other people who want to be the random Souths guy. It should be something as a community that we're all able to share, South Sydney fans specifically. So I want to still be seeing South Sydney fans at random games, random events, because you love pointing them out. Just because there's now a main guy for it, Budget Direct, well, they want him to be the main guy when you think about random Souths guy. Don't cancel out and stop other people from wanting to do stuff like that. Because it's not one person, it is like a community of so many people. I'm getting off like that. Thank you all for watching. It's been a bit of a rant, but you know what? I think it's a bit of a fun one. I hope you guys have a lovely day. And you know what? At least it's not as bad as what Melbourne got. Storm and Norman. Right here, Storm and Norman. It's not as bad as him. So, give it to them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.